Hey guys, what's up? I'm hanging out in Hannah Marin's kitchen on the set of Pretty Little Liars to celebrate 100 episodes of the best show ever. So I caught up with the cast and here's what they had to say. Season 5 is gonna be huge. Like, what can we as fans expect from season 5?
Well, Alison's back, so that kind of tosses things up a bit. As you can see, I have black extensions in my hair. Thank God they're clip-ons. But yeah, Hannah's kind of going through like a dark period in her life, and she's going through like an identity crisis with Alison being back. She really doesn't know who she is anymore, and she wants to kind of find out, you know, who the real Hannah is, and I guess she's experimenting with grungier looks, and then she's gonna, you know, experiment with alcohol a bit more. That's gonna come back into play.
It just seems like I said, there's a lot of old faces coming back, so it's almost like it seems a little bit like new beginnings, but it's not. You know, it's like really diving into the reality of what's been going on the last 4 seasons. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I think Allie coming back for season 5 and trying to get back to her life in Rosewood is going to really change the dynamic.
The people who didn't like her when she was here the first time still don't like her, even though it's been 2 years. And she hasn't been around. The grudge is still strong.
And especially in episode 5, it's her return to school, so it's really, really strange. You've never seen Alison at school. You know, you've only seen Alison in flashbacks of the summer before she left. And so it's a lot for the girls because they've been wanting her back. They've been wanting their lives to go back to the way that it was before she disappeared. And of course, too much has happened. Now it's changed too much.
We've had so much fun writing her in flashbacks for the last 4 seasons, that to have her in the flesh, in the present, and again, what we were talking about in the room when we started this season, which was really interesting, is our perception of Alison, all as writers, was through the girls' eyes. It was never through our own eyes. It was through the girls. So now she's not, they think they know what she's going to say. They're wrong. They think they know what Alison's going to do, and they're wrong. I think her return it's a ride. I say it truly is a ride because she's a very mercurial character.
Alison is back. And that's something that we've never had on the show before. So it's going to be totally different. It's going to mess with everything, every relationship, every situation. It's going to be juicy, guys.
It will be sad, it will be happy, it will be vengeful, it will be scary. It will be revelatory. We will peel the onion.
Everything looks different with Allie back, and they were her dolls. You know, everybody acknowledges Alison played with the Pretty Little Liars like they were her dolls, so they don't want to be puppets or dolls anymore. And it'll be interesting to see that the relationship of the 4 Pretty Little Liars, their unconditional friendship, their bond, is really what this show is all about. So now bringing in, you know, the one who used to be the ringleader or the puppet master, it changes everything. While we were shooting the premiere, I kept calling it a finale because it feels like a finale, even though it's a premiere. I would be like, well, this is a finale. So, and people were like, Marlene, this isn't a finale. It's the premiere. Remember that. So it's a premiere that feels very much like a big, bold finale.
New alliances with Mona and Jenna, what's that gonna look like?
Well, you can't trust either of them.
It's a crazy season for you. I mean, also Tyler's coming back. What's that look like with Travis and Tyler and the whole...
Yeah, since Caleb's coming back, you know, at first I think Hannah expects it to be like how it was and him to be super happy to see her, and he's really not, so it's kind of... It's hard for her, but she's also with Travis, and he knows that.
I think Caleb sort of thought he was going to come back and maybe just go right back to the way things were, but he is very different. He's a changed man, young man, I guess. But he's been through some stuff that has really changed his world, and Hannah, you know, needed to kind of move on. So they're going to struggle to kind of be in each other's lives in whatever capacity they can be.
It's interesting because Travis is in the mix too. So I don't. Can you have a love square?
I mean, on Pretty Little Liars, yes.
Of course you can. Yeah.
You parents, you have some dirty little secrets.
Oh yeah, everyone's lying.
Yeah, are you still?
That's something.
What are the parents hiding that we're gonna find out in season 5?
You know what? I don't know yet. That's my honest answer. But I think there's always secrets that we're finding out. Ashley Marin is still very happily involved with Pastor Ted.
As far as alliances go, where do you fit?
She's definitely going to be gathering some alliances, maybe some unlikely alliances. And, you know, Mona, she's always hatching a plan. She does not want Alison here.
Do you have a relationship as far as like a romantic love interest that's going to be coming up?
Yeah, one might be back.
One might be
One will be
back.
back.
We just shot a scene where I have alliance with 4 other people.
Are they? This is new, like new alliance.
New alliance.
Are they?
4 people at the
four-
coffee shop.
Relationship-wise, for Jenna, what is that gonna be like?
Well, she hasn't got a relationship just yet because Shauna kind of, there's some things that happen with Shauna.
Okay.
So, but she gets a new relationship, and there's always Toby as the backstop, right?
Is there gonna be deaths?
Is there going to be death?
I need to know.
Our body count is substantial as of now. There will probably be some of that.
New alliances?
Oh, all the time. And they usually don't work out.
There's so much going on, and it's really there are different camps, different armies being formed as we speak in Hannah's kitchen. There's one person is literally building an army to get ready for Allie's return, and it's a really fun twist in the show.
What do you think about like Arya and Ezra? How do you think that's gonna play out?
Well, I think that's a little tricky too. He was confusing.
That has always been the most troublesome, shaded relationship on the show because of how it started and how we misunderstood how it started.
Yes, there was a betrayal. Yes, he kept a secret. Yes, there were lies told, but the show is called Pretty Little Liars. So the question is, can Arya forgive him? Taking a bullet for all of those girls, I think, is a big step toward forgiveness.
Is Allie gonna get in the way of them?
She might try to.
As we know, Ezra was shot, so Ezra's in critical condition when we come back. So I don't know what's going to happen. It's a great question.
Are they gonna touch on Ravenswood at all and what happened to you there?
Yeah, they're gonna have some sort of closure.
You're also really involved with Caleb and Tyler coming back too. What's your take on that?
Well, I love that you use that term.
I know, I can't help it.
I think Hannah's got a tough choice to make, and it'll be a difficult love triangle.
Love triangles are always fun, though. Everyone loves to watch a good love triangle.
But the fact that we get Tyler back on the show, really, we feel very good about it. And we want to kind of like answer some of the questions that were left unanswered by the premature end of the other show. But he went through a lot of stuff on that series. And I think he's kind of shaken to the core. I think that is a wounded Caleb who comes back, and there needs to be some care taken on both sides.
He comes back with a new haircut, some stubble, some new wardrobe, but above and beyond the outside, different on the inside. He's seen a lot, things he would like to forget but can't, and he brings some of that torture and torment with him.
Are you gonna touch on Ravenswood at all, or is that gonna kind of be left behind and just see a different Caleb?
We're not going to touch on it much this summer because there's just so much happening with Allie's return and Caleb's return. We're going through so much story in this summer cycle. It really is a big, bold cycle for us. So I think it's in the next cycle when we have time to breathe just a tiny bit, we may go down the Ravenswood path and help to finish some of those stories there.
If you could describe season 5 in 3 words.
Suspense, love interests, and fear.
Passionate, surreal, revenge.
All bets are off. That's 4.
That's okay.
Allie is back.
What are you most looking forward to as far as Allie being back?
Really, really fun interactions between Mona and Alison.
A lot of alone time?
There will be some alone time, yes.
Is that scary for everyone?
It's not scary. It's just going to be very fun to watch.
I think just having Allie back is earth-shattering for everybody because it's like their theories are now proven wrong, and like it's strange, but it also feels even a little darker.
Is she over Allie? Like she wants her out?
Yes and no. I think she wants her out, but then she also wants to be her best friend, or maybe she wants to be on her side. You never know.
You know what I'm really excited about? Rumors of a PLL movie.
Oh.
Is this true, or are you just like teasing us, getting our hopes up?
I think that I can't say anything for sure because I'll get in trouble. But no, I think that would be a great way to kind of end everything, end the whole thing, is wrap it up in a big movie.
A feature film. I mean, I don't know. There's been a lot of talk about it. So if it does, it'd be awesome.
I've heard that for a while now. I'm such a supporter of that. I really, truly hope it happens. I think that would be so fun.
If it's going to happen, I would be thrilled if it did.
I would like a movie.
I think that fans would just love to see that.
Of course,
kind of,
and like to watch myself on the big screen would be like super. I'd just keep watching it.
I think this is a kernel that is cogitating inside Marlene's brain. because she has, I mean, it's really interesting. She is so taken to directing, and she's done so well at it that I think she's, maybe I could do more. She's fiendish in a very nice, supportive way.
Make sure you don't miss the 100th episode of PLL. As you heard, it is definitely going to shock us. It's going to blow our minds, so don't miss that, and we'll see you guys next time.
If you loved this interview, then be sure to click right here to see another interview with a Pretty Little Liar from the 100th episode party.